Well, we have a very special guest that's bringing awareness to a cause that hits home with him. Let's welcome actor RJ Mitte here to Primetime. Thank you again for coming here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I mean, we have a studio, a live show right now because everybody's in here. They're wanting to take pictures with you and talk to you.
It's nice. It's nice. It's funny because we've been on since 2008. And just now, more and more people are just going like, oh my God. And it's just funny because traveling and working in New Mexico, when I come back to LA, so much changes really fit. It's Los Angeles, everything's constantly changing.
Right, right.
When now I'm coming back, people are like, oh, I recognize you. I've never been in Los Angeles where anyone's ever recognized
Now
me.
you are.
They're like, what is going on?
It's fun. And so how does it feel to you? Because you're so popular now, and I'm sure girls are going crazy, all these fans. But how does it make you feel? Is it uncomfortable or does it feel good?
It's nice to be recognized, and Brian and Vince and all the creators do such an amazing job, and it's about time they got recognized for that. And yeah, it's fun. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but it's interesting. It really is. So
how often? Because you don't film in LA, right? Tell the viewers where you film.
We film 100% locally in New Mexico. The crew and some of the cast, but the majority of the main cast is out of Los Angeles. But our crew is 100% New Mexico. We have some that travel all over the world, but yeah, we film in New Mexico. A lot of our exterior shots, actually all of our exterior shots are exterior shots.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of nice that you're removed from Hollywood. Yeah, our Freudian slip there. You know, the LA scene could be kind of crazy sometimes.
It's fun, though. It can be very crazy, but we're lucky we get to shoot in New Mexico because of the scenery. Breaking Bad wouldn't be Breaking Bad without New Mexico. What we get to do there and shoot there and blow up there, I don't think they would allow us to do in Los Angeles.
So you've reached a stardom. You're a great actor. The show's a crazy hit. Have you always wanted to be an actor? How did this all come to be?
I came to Los Angeles actually from my little sister.
Really?
Yeah,
explain. Tell us.
She was at a water park. We were in Texas. And an agent came up to her and said, oh, would you like to do this? And we're like, no. And it's like, well, we have a part for her as a Luso Ball campaign. We'll introduce you to a manager. We'd love to have her. So we went and did this. And we met with some agents, and we went into the agents, and the agents were like, oh, we would like her. And I went in with them. I was there that day, and they're like, oh, would he like to audition? I was just sitting on the couch in the lobby. And I was just like, no, not really. They're like, oh, come on in. I came in, I auditioned. They're like, okay, we'll sign them both.
Because you're a natural. I mean,
for the most part, I wouldn't have. And I've been doing it ever since, and I love it. It's a fun job.
And you're good at it. It's so amazing. You have such a following.
Thank you.
Before we get to the reason why you're in San Diego, people have sent in some questions about the show.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're going to answer some of them,
All right, let's see what happens.
Number one, can you tell us how this series is going to wrap up, and does it end bad for the father, your character's father?
You'll have to see and watch. I can say one thing, though, about the show. The writers, everyone, it's fantastic. It really is.
Like we're talking big twists and turns that people won't even see coming?
Yes and no.
Okay.
When you do live in this type of a world, there are some things that are inevitable, especially in the drug world.
Right.
And I think people will see that this ending of this story will be perfect.
Will it be?
Okay. I have
so
no
you're
doubt
not going to
in
let
my
the
mind.
cat out of the bag. You know, hang on at the edge of your seat.
Trust me, August 11th, I promise you, it's perfect.
Okay, so the last episode of Breaking Bad left us hanging with a ton of questions.
Yes.
Viewers want to know anything you can tell us what they can expect for the next season. Where do you see that going?
I see a lot. There's so much. We're done shooting. We're in post. They're doing all the editing right now. Right now, I'm ecstatic. I've read all the episodes.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of stuff they did leave blacked out, but there's a lot of stuff I know.
You know what? We're gonna go to take a break because I'm gonna give him some truth serum and get this out of him. I'm just kidding.
We'll
I'm just kidding. But we really are going to take a break.
No worries.
But he's not going anywhere. We have him strapped down to the seat so he stays. Just kidding. We're keeping you captive. That's right, because you're captivating our audience. We'll be right back. We'd like to welcome back a star from the hit show Breaking Bad, RJ Mitte. And earlier we were talking about the show and where it's going to go. Before we get on to the next subject, is there anything else that you could tell our viewers?
The main thing they need to remember is that this show, I've always believed that this show, everything that you see is 100% possible to one degree or another, to the extreme or the other. Our show is 100% possible. This is believable actions, what a man can take. So when you are watching the final season, get ready, because it's going to be interesting. Because if anyone knows, if anyone lives as crazy as the life that I do and you do, they can imagine how much can happen in a day or a week.
True.
It's going to be like that from the first episode. Okay,
so don't miss it. Don't miss it at all. Let's talk about your character and why your character really hits home for you. And because you actually, you know, have cerebral palsy, right?
Yes,
and then,
I do.
So, but it's not as severe as your character. So tell the viewers and I what you do to prepare for that and why it's important to take it to the next level.
Luckily, I've been working my whole life to grow out my CP. AFO, speech, occupational therapy, anything that you can think of, yoga, exercise. I'm constantly on an exercise regimen and juice regimen. I take certain vitamins to control my muscles. I can take certain things to depending on what my brain flow, my brain, depending on my speech. So all that can affect how I behave because of my CP. It's all going to vary depending on where the blood and oxygen is on my brain for that day and how I sleep. So I like to be able to control all of that. And I've learned over the years to take control over my disability and not let my disability control me. And there's so many great organizations. And with Walt Jr., I lived a lot of what Walt Jr. has been through. And I've been there with the crutches, I've been there with the braces, I've been there growing up with my disability and turning it into a strength for me. And I've always been lucky enough to be able to take my story and to hopefully inspire others with it. And I'm in San Diego today for an organization called United Cerebral Palsy. And every year they give awards of excellence. And it's about so much work you have done in your community, so much you're trying to achieve to make someone with a disability, their lives that much easier and better. And there's so many great awards and there's so many great people that are joining our cause, and it's growing every day, and it's growing yearly and rapid, very rapid. It has been growing in the last couple of years.
And think about, with you behind this great cause, how many more people it's going to grow exponentially.
No, it really has, and there's already a very, very great people behind it. Cheryl Hines, I'm actually co-hosting with her tonight for it. Which is a very lovely and a very talented actress, and it's really, we have so many amazing people that are attached to this, and so many amazing volunteers, and constantly growing. And it's not just in California, but all across America. They are working and trying to make the lives of people with disabilities better.
How can the viewers out there and myself get involved more?
There's a UCP.org. There's several information about getting out and getting active. There's always so much you can do.
You just pulled up the website. There it is. There's ways you can get involved. You can donate. There's so many things to do.
There really is. And you know what? At the end of the day, joining these organizations do help, but you as a person can get out there and be motivated. Everyone knows someone either that has a physical disability or non-physical, and everyone in this world has a disability in their own way.
That's right.
And we all have to learn to live with it. Just some need that much more help with it. And as a person and as being part of a community, we all have those friends, and we all should be sticking by those friends.
Now, I'm crazy for you. Okay, we got to take a break, but we're holding him. We got some more questions. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back with a star from the hit show Breaking Bad, RJ Mitte, and we were talking about why you're in San Diego, and it's the 2013 UCP annual conference, and it's redefining family, supporting the new caregiver community. And you're going to have, there's going to be a challenge, right? So tell us what that is.
There's a UCP challenge, and it was to create 3 ideas that could change someone's life in a minute, which actually, when you really think about it, it's not that hard. The thing is actually getting out and actually doing what you are planning to do. And tonight at the UCP event, we will be announcing the winners of the award that have created something in this world that is making a difference right now in someone's life and changing their lives for the better with their invention.
That is so cool. That's that is awesome. I mean, so will they be, when will they find out and get their awards? Is that tonight?
That is tonight. Okay. That is tonight, around between 7 and 10.
Well, we'll have to do a wrap on it on Monday to talk about that. Maybe have some of the winners come on the show. That would be great.
Amazing.
So, you know, you have done so much for your age, and you're such an inspiration to so many people, right?
Yeah.
All walks of life. It doesn't matter. Where do you see yourself going from here? What dreams haven't you accomplished? What do you see in your future? If you could get everything you wanted, what would it be?
If I could have everything I would love, if I could have everything I would want, an island off of the Bahamas would be very lovely.
Can I come visit?
Yes, please. The more the merrier. No, I enjoy working. I like to stay busy. I love to travel. I love to constantly work. I just flew in from Paris. I was shooting a trailer for a movie in Paris recently. Jeez. I flew in, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. I flew in. I was in Paris for 5 days. The day before that, I was in New York for 2 days. And then the day before that, I was in Los Angeles. A week before that, I was in Albuquerque. And then a week before that, I was back in Los Angeles traveling. Jeez. And then tomorrow, actually later tonight, I will be flying to Miami, Florida.
That's crazy. I would be like asleep right now.
So I get to do my dream. I get to do what I like to do, and it is to travel. And as long as I get to do that and no one hinders me, I'm happy.
No baggage. So. Okay, real quick, what is the movie that you did the trailer for?
It's called Zach, and we'll see how it comes out. We're not really supposed to be talking yet. It's kind of a little bit of high fashion spy.
Woo! So we'll see what Can't wait to see that. Thank you for joining us on Primetime. Honestly, it's an honor to know you.
A pleasure.